Hey guys, Luke here, and welcome back to my Rugby League Live 3 series with the New Zealand Warriors. This is episode 8, and we are back with the Warriors actually, because the last episode was a bit of a rep around. We played with Australia and we took a look at the City Country game, but we are definitely back with the Warriors taking on the Sydney Roosters for this first game of the episode. And you know what, I'm not sure what to expect of the Roosters. I don't think their team's particularly that good, but at the same time, we've been a bit hot and cold this season, but they've got a pretty good backline for Lee, Tupou, Tuivasa-Sheck. Yes, they might not be that great in real life, but pretty good. I mean, the halves are good, centers are pretty good. I mean, they look like they've actually got a pretty decent side, but they do look like a side that we should still be winning, still be winning against, or beating is probably the better word. But yeah, we start the game off pretty well. 6 minutes in, we are looking to get a bit of a shift down left-hand side. Mannering gets to Solomon Carter, who's on the left wing by himself for some reason, and he palms off Tuivasa-Sheck. Actually, something that the Warriors Tuivasa-Sheck has a lot, has done to him quite often. He either gets pushed, he just gets pushed off, or he just misses it completely. Or right now, he doesn't do anything because he's injured. But yeah, his defense has not been up to scratch, and it wasn't up to scratch just then. And Solomon Carter just palmed him off. I can understand Carter palming off one because that usually happens on this game. You can palm off one player, but two players you get palmed off. That's something that doesn't usually happen often. And Sean Johnson kicks the goal straight down the middle over the black dot, as you would expect. Now Sam Rapira is going to get absolutely leveled here with a high shot. 8 minutes in. They should have sent him off, in my opinion. Ray Hargraves, he should have been off for sure. And you never know. Rapiro didn't go for a concussion test. Probably should have. But you know what? I say F you to those concussion tests. Rapiro, he's all good in my eyes. And yeah, there's a forward pass. So Roosters not really playing very well at all, really. But yeah, McInnes is getting into dummy half, looking to take a bit of a scoop, but he couldn't do that because Ika Hifo was held down too long. So Roosters playing a little bit shitty here. Actually playing a bit scummy, a bit of a grub team here. Now Tuivasa-Sheck actually gets his hands on Carter. This time Carter just powers his way over. So Tuivasa-Sheck is 0 from 2 up against Carter, but I couldn't believe how quick Tuivasa-Sheck just fell off that. I mean, he went in for the tackle on Mannering. I just drew him past, and I literally still got tackled like 2 meters out of the line. Like, it was actually ridiculous. Had we not scored, then I would have been so mad. Now, Cameron McInnes, this is what I'm talking about. He was looking out to get out from dummy half quick just before, and he has got out quick from dummy half this time, and he's had a huge run there, which does result in a penalty for us. So 31 minutes in, we're looking to go in for the kill, get this third try, and wrap up the game. As inside ball to Rapira, gets it to Mosi Masoi, there to Sean Johnson, and what a try that was. That is a very well-worked try there. Feet inside balls, cut-out pass, whatever. A really long pass, I should say. Maybe not a cut-out pass, but a long pass. And man, that was just a really, really nice try. One of my favourite tries I've scored so far with the Warriors. So I was pretty damn happy about that one. I love those little inside balls when they work out well. It just looks really cool. It looks like a real rugby league sort of try, rather than just running around everybody and palming off everybody, which doesn't happen in real life that often. Now they've thrown a pass here. I think it was Michael Jennings who threw the pass to Jackson Hastings. I can't believe there wasn't an intercept, but thankfully, Matty Moreland comes up with a tackle, and at halftime, it is 18-0. Pure domination from us. Completions are perfect so far, and yeah, it's just been a really, really strong performance from us. Now, we're not going to let up, or at least that's what the plan is, not to let up. And you see Conrad Hurrell got it to Mane Vadavai, who did beat one player, but eventually was brought down by the rest of the players coming through. Now, it's Jake Marketo. Doesn't make too many line breaks, but he has here. But still, can't get that first try in the second half. Now Edric Lee is going up against Vadavai. Vadavai wins the ball. Something you probably wouldn't expect, Edric Lee up against Mane Vadavai. I'd probably back Edric Lee in real life, but Vadavai in this game, incredible. Unfortunately, couldn't get the ball down there. Right here, Conrad Hurrell is going to be chasing Joe Wardle, the Englishman Joe Wardle. I know he's only Englishman because I used him in my South career mode on Rugby League Live 2, so that's the only reason I know who Joe Wardle is. But he does reach the end goal, and he scores a try. And it is 18-4, soon to be 18-6, as James Maloney kicks the goal straight over. Obviously not at the club in real life, but he's still at the club on this game. But yeah, 18-6 up. I mean, there's not that long to go. We shouldn't be losing, but had not got that ball there, Moylan missed that ball and left it like he did in State of Origin, let it bounce or something, who knows what would have happened. Would have been probably 18-12 with 10 minutes to go. You never know. They would have had all the momentum. You just never know. But we did sort of shift the momentum once again here. That's exactly what we needed to do. You can see here we're just sort of running down the clock, looking for another try. Simon Mannering gets under the ball and he takes it. Can he get to the line? No, he can't. There was an instinct to just press pass, but I didn't want to throw an intercept or anything like that, so I decided to take the tackle. But But yeah, 18-6 is how it finishes. So it's a little bit disappointing that we couldn't get any more points in the second half. But we had such a good first half that we didn't need to. Solomon Carter picked up man of the match. I think that was well deserved. He had a really good game, obviously scoring the 2 tries. But here's the rest of the results for round 9. You can see we're still in first spot at the moment, and of course, being first spot, we keep winning. But the Dragons, they won. It was 2018. I didn't catch who they played, but they had a win. They're one of our biggest rivals. And you see we're taking on the Knights in this second game of the episode. Knights aren't travelling too well as far as I know, and looking at their side, it's not great. Jordan Thompson and Heimel Hunt, I don't know who Jordan Thompson is. They do have a pretty good halves pairing of Jared Mullen and Adam Reynolds, but yeah, the rest of the side is pretty trash. Like, looking at it, it's pretty darn bad. Let's be completely honest here. But yeah, I think we should get the job done. They're playing in their mining jersey this time. It's a Newcastle game, so you never know. The Hunter might get behind them and be able to inspire them to a victory, but let's hope not. Let's hope we can just absolutely smash them. But 5 minutes in, we get it out to Carter, who gets it to Fisiahi. Probably should have just run it with Carter, to be honest, but Fisiahi will get the ball down, and it will be a try once we just take a look at it, just to get it confirmed here. But you can see he gets the ball down pretty clearly, and it will be a try. The green lights have come up, and it's try time to Glenn Fisiahi in the corner there, opening the scoring. And Sean Johnson to kick the goal. He's got a bit of a wind, and he uses that wind a little bit, and he kicks it straight over the black dot pretty much there, curling it around there. But Sean Johnson is 1 from 1 now. 6 minutes in, 6-0 I should say, after 16 minutes. We're looking to score another try. It's Fisiahi. Can he get a second? Yes, he can. Fisiahi, the flying fish, too fast for the fullback. I think it was Nathan Gardner was the fullback for this Newcastle Knights team at the moment, the 2018 Newcastle Knights. But Sean Johnson kicks the goal once again. We are up 12-0. Now, literally, like 1 or 2 tackles later, we get a penalty, and then a few tackles later, we get another penalty. This time on the 5th tackle. Very, very nice to get a little penalty on the 5th tackle, but we couldn't take advantage of it right there. Couldn't believe it. I think it was Townsend just there, but Carter just gets him from dummy half, powers his way over. Can he get the ball down? Just got to reach out. Yes, he can. Solomon Carter been having a little bit of trouble with that recently in terms of getting the ball down, just not being quick enough, but that time we had plenty of time to reach out there, and Carter, he scores, taking it up to 16-0, and Johnson obviously kicked the goal you just saw there, so it's now 18-0 in the first half. So very, very reminiscent of this Roosters game. The only thing is, with the Roosters, we didn't go on with it. Hopefully we can go on with it against the Knights, but we're looking for another try. And Sean Johnson, quick play the ball, they're not back, and Sean Johnson goes straight through, palms off one, but that's just vintage Sean Johnson. That is classic Sean Johnson. Just using his speed, just getting through there. Obviously, in real life, probably would have used the step, but in this game, step ain't very effective. So I'm going to use that palm probably more than the actual step. But yeah, you can see 24-0 at halftime. 8 out of 8 completions. That's what I'm most happiest about. But we started off the second half with an error. I'm not sure how that was forward. Like, honestly, it was like, what the hell? Like, I couldn't believe it was forward. But Jared Mullen launches up a bomb here, left-footed bomb. And then he just lets it go out, lets it bounce this time. He can get away with it this time. Not in state of origin, but he can get away with it this time because it was such a poor bomb. But it just shows that, like, we were defending quite well. We were just playing well all over the park, in my opinion. But we are looking for another try here, shifting it out to the right wing. Conrad Harrell looking to draw and pass here with Ben Henry, but he is brought down there by, I'm not sure who it was, a bench prop or something like that. I don't know who actually tackled him, but I couldn't believe he actually got tackled. Like, Ben Henry in the open, he's no slouch, and I thought he would have scored for sure. But looking to just draw and pass right here. Simon Mannering palms off one, and he is tackled there. It is the 5th tackle right now. Can we get a try here? Cameron McInnes in at hooker. Gets it to Chad Townsend. He's going to put up a bomb here. Been pretty successful under bombs here. And it's got to be Matty Moylan, who's unmarked in the box. Yeah, unmarked in the in-goal for some reason. Straight under the post there. And he scores a try. And we're going to kick the goal, taking it up to 30-0. I don't know why I was using soccer term just there. But yeah, Sean Johnson, he is 5 from 5. So we're finally getting that goal kicking down pat, I think. Now, Cameron McInnes gets the ball. Conrad Harrell links up with him, and Conrad Harrell, I wasn't sure exactly if that would have worked out well, but it did, and that is another brilliant try that I've scored. That's 2 in 2 games that I'm very, very happy about. Just good rugby league tries with, like, the offloads, like second phase play. It doesn't really happen too often for me on this game. Usually I just score from, shifting out wide. I'm using a bit of, like, the backs and that sort of stuff, but this time we had to use some second phase play, which is really nice in my opinion. Now, Vadavai up the wing here. Can we get it into the 40s? That is a strong tackle there from Nathan Gardner. Nathan Gardner absolutely sits him on his ass. Doesn't happen too often, but he smashed him. Now, it is Nathan Gardner, the man himself, that we're just talking about, breaks off a tackle and does give the Knights a little bit of a field position for maybe the first time in the game. They put in a little, it's a pretty good kick there from Jared Mullen, and you see a good kick chase from Uwate, I believe it is, and Moylan was pretty slow to get back, but that's because he was involved in the tackle previously, and they do get a repeat set. They couldn't really take advantage of it that well, but they are going to make a bit of a line break just here, and they're just stepping off tackles, or just brushing off tackles. I think it was Jared Mullen, he was untouchable just then. And then Matt Moylan caught out once again. That's just another fullback thing. Don't know why. It's the same case of when I scored last episode with Brett Morris. I don't know why the fullback stepped out of the way for some reason. He literally just ran straight, and the fullback moves for him. It's quite a frustrating thing to have happen to you, especially it didn't matter that much because we were up so much, but I mean, it was annoying to, we had a perfect game going. We weren't going to concede, keep him to nil, and obviously that didn't happen. But 36-6, not too much to complain about, just that one try. So I'm pretty darn happy with that. Taking a look at the results for round 10, you see we are still, still going very strong. And Dragons beat the Sharks. That was a pretty, not a top of the table clash, but it was a pretty good clash. Now, I'm looking at Dally M Awards after 10 rounds. Ben Hunt is in first, but we have Glenn Fisiahi, a winger, tied for first. So it is a little bit disappointing that wingers are still going to be winning the Dally M's probably, but it's nice to see some halves up in there. And the Warriors obviously on top after 10 rounds, so we're going pretty darn strong at the moment. Origin hasn't affected us too much, or it won't affect us too much, I should say. And that should be coming up next episode, New South Wales vs Queensland. Anyways, this is where the episode is going to end. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new around here. You can follow me on Twitter at MrLuke, Facebook page in the description below, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye guys.